Hey guys, welcome to Screamfest. We're on the red carpet at CW2.
Hey guys, singing Della Paula here at Screamfest on the red carpet.
Coming out at that time, directed by Gregory Dark, and I remember seeing that movie on Burrard Street and going, holy fuck, I got to step my game up. I also got to shake the camera around because that seemed like, oh, that's what he really wanted to do at the time, which is cool. I like that. It also, while I was shooting that movie, Tasha Moth, who was instrumental in my introduction to these two filmmakers in Vancouver who were making this movie, and I'm like, what's it called? She goes, Dead Hooker in a Trunk. And I'm like, oh, cool, you're in it? She's like, yeah. I'm like, who do you play? I'm like, who do you play? She goes, the Dead Hooker. I was like, I'm in. And since then, I was glad to see that crazy fucked up movie. And since then, the filmmakers of that film made this amazing movie that I saw a couple years ago called American Mary.
Royalty, Danielle Harris. Glenn Kane Jacobs, our final boy.
Holy fuck, we have a final boy finally. Seriously. I think you saw history here tonight.
Yeah. And Lee Majdoub, which is our colored sex kitten. Come here.
So that is your cue, everybody who your name got called. That's why we have these chairs here. So come on now. Everybody wants to hear everything you have to say.
Knowing that you guys are big WWE fans, was that part of the allure of taking on this franchise? What was it about the offer when you got the call?
Well, we actually started watching right as the Kane character was being introduced. And the first thing I ever saw about WWE when it was an F was The Undertaker talking about his brother, and don't listen to Paul Bearer about his side of the story, but I need to let you know what actually happened. And I was hooked. I was like, who is this God that is speaking to me? And then wrongfully still chose Shawn Michaels as her favorite.
And honestly, Jen and I have never fought as much as Hell in a Cell when Undertaker and HBK were fighting. My parents actually thought we were going to murder each other.
Yeah, we've had some bad fights, but it was never as bad as when you said HBK won. It was no, Kane won!
With an assist from Kane, but it was HBK.
Yeah. So the opportunity to, even working with Glenn, I just wanted to meet Glenn and be able to have his phone number and become his best friend. Have I succeeded?
Yes.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So was there a casting couch?
I am a huge horror nerd, and after we got announced for See No Evil 2, Danielle Harris wanted to have a meeting with me, and I didn't shit myself. I actually acted like a normal human being, but obviously I have the biggest crush on this woman. I grew up watching this woman fight masked men. And in reality, if a masked man ever actually attacked me, I would just go to her house and hide behind her because she's the baddest motherfucker I've ever interacted with. There was no casting couch, but you know, there's lots of opportunities, Danielle. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Did we already do the movie?
Yeah, but I want to bring you back as a psychotic delusion in the sequel.
We do it opposite, Danielle. We cast and couch after the film premieres at Screamfest.
We're not very good at this.
Well, casting couch for all of you after the film. Are you concerned with, you know, like, do we have to adhere to Greg's original vision? We have to shake the camera around a lot. And I mean that as a compliment. Very effective. Or were you going, obviously you kind of went with something a little more Hitchcocky and a little more traditional. What was your approach to the visualization of the movie?
Well, we wanted it to be a very self-aware 1980s slasher homage. It's very close to Halloween too, because you pick
big
up
time.
right the night after.
Told you. I said
Yeah, you said that? Someone get that man a drink. Yeah.
I told you.
And I loved See No Evil 1. I went and saw that in the theaters, and you know what? Gregory Dark was really good at close-up insert shots because of his former, you know, film experience. But I'm more European, Asian influenced, so I wanted to make it like an art house horror, and I was so lucky that Lionsgate and WWE supported that kind of thing.
This is probably the most egregious version of a hallway porn you will ever see. Not since Irreversible will you ever see hallways this terrifying. One of the other things that I'm glad that you guys brought that up. I love the fact that you brought it back immediately after the first film. Like that to me, that's a true sequel, you know. And was there, where did that come from? Was the impetus of that in the script? Was it something that, you know, because I'm sure someone's like, it's 8 years later, you know. Does that mean then that the first See No Evil was a sci-fi film because it was in the future?
Well, it was in the original script by Nathan Brooks and Bobby Lee Darby, and there's a lot of people that said, oh, you can't resurrect something that was done in 2006. And I was like, oh, fuck no. Pick up where we left off, and everyone that's seen See No Evil 1 and has loved it, they'll be ready. I mean, I'm surprised. I honestly think they waited so long to make See No Evil 2 for us to be more established directors.
Jen and I weren't ready yet. We had to wait 8 years for us to be good enough to make a movie with this type of talent and make it not horrible.
Is that all you've got to say? That's surprising.
No, that's it.
So over to the lovely Danielle Harris. Danielle, you are becoming the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson of horror. When you need to up the ante on a horror franchise, you bring in the big guns, and obviously you bring in Danielle Harris.
Yeah.
What was it like working with the girls, and how did it feel to not be the final girl this time?
I heard you cheer when I died, Joe.
Yeah, he was.
You're such a dick. I'm mad because Adam Green gets to kiss me on your show.
You gotta rub it in, God, thanks.
Amy was actually supposed to live, and then I got cast and the girls made me die. So y'all can write them hate mail. You know, it was great. I actually had heard about this from my friend Logan, who's in the audience right now. Logan's here, yeah. There's Logan. So he's the reason that I was cast, actually. Well, he's one of the reasons, and then Michael Louise is another reason, and then you girls were another, and then it goes from there. But, so I knew they were doing the movie, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get on that. It's kind of how it went, and then called, figured out a way to get to meet them, and it still wasn't going to happen, and then, because the character was originally written like as 21 years old, and I was like, I can play that, and then that, so it was not the case, and then just kind of worked out, and I ended up on set quickly thereafter, so it was pretty awesome. I was happy to die, actually, but I like that I made it through the whole way, and then I got it.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually happen that way. That
a
was
nice
kind
twist.
of it was a nice twist, right?
Yeah.
I don't like you cheering for it.
Okay, fine, I cheer, Jesus Christ.
But it was a cool death, so it was awesome.
So, Kane's fucking back.
It had been 8 years, and it was one of those deals like, wait a year, okay, wait 2 years, maybe, wait 3 years, like, all right, that ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, after 8 years, it's like, oh, really? Oh, okay. where I had some of the same thoughts actually that you did. It's like, how the hell are they going to do that? But it was really awesome. And then, you know, when I found out that Jen and Sylvia were directing the movie, I had to go do some research. And, you know, I started seeing some of the stuff that they did. And they gave me a copy of Mary and Mary, and I was like, wow, that's like really good. So just, yeah. I love them too, actually. They're some of the most favorite people in the world. But it was just great working with all these guys, and you know, it was tremendous. It really was.
So, hey guys.
And I'm not just saying that.
All right, hey guys, how's it going? We're gonna move on over here. Reach across here. I'll do a little reach around. So, hi boys.
Hey.
So, what was it like seeing yourselves on the big screen like that? You know, dying horribly. Well, somewhat horribly. You know, like, what was your approach to this? You know, in terms of, you know, your big horror franchise and everything, and you got to carry it. I mean, just for you, Kai, like the fact that did you know obviously that you were not going to die, you know, in the original script, and now it's like you've just been given the Holy Grail. Like you're the final girl, guy.
Yes. Represent. Well, when I auditioned, of course, you only get a portion of the script, so you have no idea what's happening. And in the original sides that I had to audition, my character got the hook like Holden did. And so it was this 7-page scene where I'm running from Jacob Goodnight and throwing myself around the room and crawling on the floor, pretending I have like a hook in me and I'm clawing my way to get out. And it was fun. The girls are so energetic, and come to find out I booked the role and I start reading the script and it's obviously changed. So that's not there anymore, and I keep reading. I'm like, oh shit, that person's dead now. Oh shit, that person's dead now. I'm like, I keep going. This is crazy. I'm like, oh shit, Danielle's dead now. I'm still going. And then I get to the end, I'm like, oh damn, that sucks for poor Seth. Poor guy, he almost made it.
But in true Hollywood fashion, in the third one.
There
it is.
It was all a dream!
Request it on Twitter, y'all.
Bring back that
Well, one of the things that I noticed was like the difference between this and a lot of slasher films that obviously we've all seen in the past is, you know, instead of it being more about the creative kills, it was more about the sheer brutality of it. I mean, Jesus Christ, man, your meat paws were just crushing throats left and right. You know, that if anything, that was your hands were your machete. I was very impressed. But you, sir,
yes,
you had the most daunting task of being ridden by Catherine Isabel.
Oh, yeah.
A tough gig.
I envy you, sir. I envy you right now.
What was it like working with that veritable power?
All right, first off, Katie was hilarious to work with. She's a phenomenal actress, and she's like acting opposite her. I had to stay on my toes. I'm sure. Because I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen. It was unbelievable. As far as that scene was concerned, you know, I had my pants like halfway down, like my thighs.
Do say more. Tell us.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep going. You're doing good.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, why not? Show us. It's Screamfest, right? Come on.
So these are really tight.
Glenn, you played the part of Katie. Get up.
So I literally had Glenn was sitting next to us while we were doing that scene.
Trying to keep a straight face.
So I've got my pants like halfway down my thighs, and my legs are in this weird fucking angle like this. Yeah, you like that angle?
Please start taking your shots now.
And we're on this metal slab, and Katie's on top of me, and she's just fucking hammering away on my thighs.
Is she fucking or hammering?
No, she's hammering.
Oh, okay.
It was like a pile, like a reverse pile drive, like, you know, a man can pile drive. So anyway, she's like pile driving me, and like my fucking my hip joints, I could feel them popping out. And demonstrate. Okay. And she's hammering. She's just hammering away, and I'm feeling my joints just pop right the fuck out. What was that?
We don't even know what's happening right now.
It's amazing, whatever it is. And then we were shooting my death scene right after that, and he asked me, he's like, what was more painful? Shooting your death scene or shooting your scene with Katie, which one would you do again? And? Death scene with Glenn. Was like,
I'm much gentler.
He's way more gentler. Yes.
we
sort of made love.
It's a soft hand.
Yeah.
very, very big.
All of you need to tweet demand for See No Evil 3. The best way to do it is buy the DVD October 21st. Buy it for all your friends. And VOD on the 17th. And after you've seen it, just keep buying it. Keep buying it. Again and again. Play it over and over again.
There's a drinking game you can play. Anytime Seth adjusts his glasses, you take a drink. And anytime he breaks a door, you chug.
You're going to be dead.
Every time there's a hallway, you take a drink.
Yeah, that's how we set
For Kane, for your acting career, your wrestling career, are you going to pursue both of them or one the other? What do you feel about the acting career?
I don't know. Thank you. The question was, will I pursue wrestling or acting? They're both fun. They're both fun to do. And in this, I got to work with great people, and I think that has a lot to do with it as well. So, and that's a question I get a lot, and my stock answer is, you know what the future holds. So, I don't. But thanks.
Danielle, when will be your last horror film?
Never, hopefully.
No, right?
Never. Please say never. I'm going to cry.
Listen, it's probably going to be never.
Yeah.
Glenn's line, I don't know what the future holds. So,
Nice.
A career in wrestling.
never underestimate the little ones. And directing, I'm in the process of getting ready to do my next one, hopefully. So it's in the works. But listen, you're going to see lots of me. I'm not going to. I may die in the movies, but I'm going to keep coming back.
Last time I met you at the convention, you were saying you were going to take a break because you wanted to focus more on your personal life. So I was just wondering.
Yeah, I can do all of the above. I can direct, I can act, I can have a personal life. I think, kind of, sort of, maybe. But I'll keep doing these. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. She's superhuman. She can do everything.
Yeah.
I almost took down this guy.
This close. Rematch, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
All right.
When you were promoting American Mary, you were thinking about doing your own monster feature.
Please buy 1 million copies of See No Evil 2. Please do. So we're marketable, so someone will pay for it. It's kind of like a lot of American Mary. A lot of people like American Mary. Not a lot of people would have made American Mary.
Right.
Bob is it's one of those things that there's nothing like it, so it's a hard sell, and it's got some very controversial subject matter, and it's 100% prosthetic effects. But we've never stopped working on Bob. We keep lining up more and more cast. We make friends purely for business reasons. They're not actually our friends. No. Who the fuck would want to be friends with us? Barely each other. It's true, actually. But it's our last movie together. She fires me every movie. I think she fired me in post-production on Vendetta, which is another awesome film that we just finished. Maybe.
Yes.
Yes. A big show, and Dean Cain, like you've never seen him. It's like a Punisher movie. It's so fucking badass.
You got me with that one.
I know, shameless plug. But yes, if you want to see Bob, just tweet relentlessly about us. I think we mentioned it in Penthouse too, so I know a lot of people read it for the articles, so there's going to be a big push after that. We're in this month's Penthouse by it, and Danielle's in this month's Inked. And I don't know if you've ever seen a spread with Danielle Harris Inked. Yeah, you're really going to do yourself a favor by seeing it. I want 1 million copies of that.
Yeah.
And Glenn, you're in Hustler, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's the 5 of us that just keep doing that.
What happened to the XX movie? Can I know about it? Because I'm really mad.
I are no longer attached to XX.
Oh.
No, please watch it anyway.
Anyway, unfortunately, they met us and decided against it. No, our schedules were just really, really busy, and it's a huge heartbreak for us not to be able to work with one of our heroes, Mary Herron and Jovanka Vukovic and Jennifer Lynch and Karen Kusama. So it's okay. I had like a week of crying after that happened, but it's okay. I'll probably.
Well, you guys will be back for the sequel, Triple X.
Good.
And with that, let's all buy this entire cast and crew a wonderful drink. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, now we got something on. Instagram away. Insta.
Act like the second one, there's always more action.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.